Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the month of August. This is going to be groundbreaking, big events, and you won't want to miss all the predictions and information I have to give you right now. But before we begin, I want to tell you about my conference, Future of Astrology, which is going to be October 5th through the 7th in Dallas, Texas. Here is a conference where everyone is coming together to hear about predictions with the stock market, with cryptocurrency, economy, but most of all of my secrets and predictions for the year of 2019 to 2020. Nowhere will I be revealing this information, but you can come join in live. And I have to tell you, the conference is almost full. So if you want to come, now is the time. If you wait, the doors will be closed as soon as all the seats are filled. So sign up. You can go to the website, futureofastrology.com. And another thing is, all of the predictions that I'm going to be talking about today are going to be in my newsletter. So if you would like a written transcript of everything I'm talking about, plus dates and times, you can sign up for my free newsletter on my website and it will be sent to your email. So my website to sign up for my newsletter is galacticcenter.org. galacticcenter.org. Sign up for the newsletter and you will have everything sent to you, your personal email. So, one more thing. I now have Instagram. Go to my Instagram, Joni Patry. No space between Joni and Patry. And what you're going to find there is exclusive information I'm not going to have anywhere else but on Instagram. Most of all, I'm going to have more personal things, such as the sign predictions, each of the 12 signs, which you can expect month by month, and daily predictions that you will not get anywhere else but my Instagram, Joni Patry. So with that, now I'd like to talk about what this month is bringing in, because this is an incredible month of change and transition. Yes, this summer is hot. And as I predicted, it is going to stay hot. Everything seems like it's on fire because Mars and Ketu have been together. And with Mars retrograde, it's making it the most intense hot summer we have ever had here in the Northern Hemisphere. Please be cautious. Take care. Don't leave things in your car, because this is going to be one of the hottest summers on record. I've been warning you. I've been predicting this. You see, Mars represents fire. K2 represents fire. You put those two together and have Mars going back and forth retrograde, it is causing not only fires all over the world, heat all over the world, but anger, frustration, anger, and everything is surging and building and rising. And this month, on top of all of that, we have Mercury retrograde most of the month. So this month, actually, we have 5 planets retrograde. So what does that mean? That's really a time to pull back and reassess and reflect, because that's what retrogrades are for. But I find it very interesting with Mars retrograde that many issues, because remember, retrogrades bring in things from the past before. And so many things that have caused anger before, such as in politics, everything is coming to the surface. And it's time for us to reevaluate. Remember, when planets go retrograde, every word that begins with RE, review, reflect, reanalyze, reorganize, rethink, everything. We have to go back and reanalyze what we have been doing as a culture, as a society, as humanity. And in our personal lives, of course, this is extremely important. So I believe this is going to be the month where everything is coming up. Remember, we just had a lunar eclipse, one of the longest total lunar eclipses we have had in years. Now, what is this? So we've had this lunar eclipse, July 27th, and then we're going to have another solar eclipse, August 11th. Now, this is a partial solar eclipse, but still the period between a lunar and a solar brings up all the stuff that have been hidden and secret for years. That's why you see everything on the news, that everything's coming up, being revealed politically, all these secrets. But remember, this can tell you a lot about your own life, your own issues, the things that have been buried deep. Take this time to really do some self-analysis, reflection, because during this time you will see things, know things will be revealed that you hadn't thought about. Secrets maybe that you don't know about will be revealed in your life. This is very, very important. And this is, I have to say, with so much passion, that this is the time that we can heal the deepest, darkest issues of our soul. And I'm going to get to that. But this is also a month of earthquakes. Uranus is going to station, it's going to turn retrograde around 8 degrees of Aries. And remember, I'm talking the sidereal Vedic placements. I'm a Vedic astrologer. These are not the tropical Western places. They go backwards a sign. So Uranus is going to turn retrograde at 8 degrees of Aries. And this will shake the world. So this whole month of August, expect earthquakes and severe weather, because Mercury turned retrograde at 29 degrees of Cancer. So Cancer is all about feelings, emotions, being out of control, by the way, but especially Mercury, when it turned retrograde at 29 degrees of Cancer, that's Gandanta. What does the Gandanta mean? It's the last degrees of water, the first degrees of fire, and it literally means drowning. And in some instances, figuratively, it means feeling completely out of control. Another aspect that's happening this whole time is we are under a Kala Sarpa Yoga. All the planets, excluding the outer planets, are on one side of Rahu and Ketu. And that means a time of destiny, change, huge transitions. This month is groundbreaking with the effects of what it is going to produce, and globally throughout the years to come. So Mercury will finally turn direct, though. One thing is, towards the end of the month, we are going to get planets finally change from retrograde to direct. And let me give you those dates, because Mercury will turn direct August 19th at 17 degrees of Cancer. Mars will turn direct at August 27th, so almost at the end of the month, at 4 degrees of Capricorn. Remember, we've got these eclipses and these retrogrades, retrograde Mercury and retrograde Mars, opposing one another from Cancer to Capricorn. Cancer represents feelings, security, emotion, and Capricorn represents government affairs, business, wealth, money. All these things are in transition, and the economy. It is going to be a roller coaster ride for some time. I don't see the complete and total collapse yet. No, it's going to be up and down. It's going to look like it's going down, but it's always in flux. It's not going to be till around the end of 2019 to 2020 that we have the big drop in the economy. So it's still time to make money here. But I will inform you, cryptocurrency will be on a rise. Get ready for the surge this is the time that it's due to go up again. It's been flatlining for a while, but now let me pique your interest. Watch and see. Okay, so there's some other things that I want you to know about besides the heat wave, the earthquakes, and the fires. Venus is debilitated during this month. Venus deals with love and romance, so things are flat around these areas. People are consumed with all of this planetary energy and eclipses with fear. There's so much fear rampant right now. Please be aware. Don't let it consume you. But because it's a time of extremes, people do not feel a sense of security. And let me just say, let me tune into what this lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, what this window of time, I call it the eclipse season, is all about. It is about looking within and finding those answers. Remember, I always say that eclipses bring up the things we didn't know about, the secrets, the hidden agendas, and our fear. Because what is an eclipse? Consider this. It is when shadows, the shadows of the planets, the shadow of the earth on the moon, the shadow. It's a time of when our own shadows are being revealed. And this is important to know because this can really, really be a time of major transformation in your life. If you're willing to look within during this period, and this is the greatest opportunity. You'll see if you look to the news right now, very interesting, because I always look at what's out there as a reflection of what is within us. But most of all, if you hate Trump, President Trump, then you can tune into news that will pretty much tell you he's being impeached right now. It will convince you that he's being impeached and he's an evil man. But if you love Trump, you can tune into some channels that will say he does no wrong and he is the savior of the United States. So we have both sides, this duality, this polarity of people that are tuning into whatever their belief system is all about. But let me back up a little bit. I want you to detach from all of this information. See, the media is in a feeding frenzy right now. And all of this is to control the masses. Yes, they are masters at controlling us and pivoting us against each other. This is what they want. But I want you to back up, detach from your political opinions, because that's all they are, and take this time to reflect within. What are you feeling right now? Remember, this is the period of the eclipse season. I want you to reflect within because the information that's going to come up is going to change your life. This is a promise. So I want you to really do some self-inventory and analysis right now. What are you feeling? Aside from all of the games that we play outside about politics, aside from that, let it go. What are you feeling? And if you feel anger, and if you feel distrust, and most of all, resentments, remember, this is all a conditioning that has been set into place in your subconscious from your life's experiences. And this conditioning of anger and resentments is controlling your life. It is controlling your life. And it is preventing you from achieving the happiness that you want and deserve. Because this part of you is blocking your ability to receive all the goodness there is out there in the world. And let me just say this. This is one of my favorite quotes from Nelson Mandela. And he had a lot of reason, being in prison for 20 years, to feel anger and resentment. But here's what he said. He said, anger and resentment is just like drinking a poison and expecting it to kill your enemy. So if you are angered by all of this media information out there, stop and look within and see what it is, why you're feeling this way, not because of what's going on out there, but what's going on in here within you. Because if you can get the information, and you will, of what it is that started this sense of feeling that the media and the outside world is simply reflecting and giving you the opportunity to bring up and see it for yourself in your life, and you heal this, your life is going to change. It is going to be the time where revelations and healings happen, and everything changes. And I want to say this, September is a magnificent month for healing. I see September as such a beautiful month. When Venus goes into Libra and starts to slow down to go retrograde, where it will remain from September through the end of the year, amazing healings are going to happen. Venus is peace and love, and in Libra it's so powerful. And particularly, plan to do something special on September 13th. I'm going to talk more about this, but that day is a special day when Jupiter and Venus will surround the moon in Libra. Watch for that day. It has enormous healing powers. Everything that is surging and building and surfacing right now is coming to a point of massive, beautiful healing. I guarantee you, if you give yourself the time to work on yourself this month, September will be so joyful and happy. So I want to really talk about something very, very significant, and that is this eclipse, that eclipses have the power to heal, this eclipse energy. There has never, ever, let me emphasize this one more time, there has never, ever been a time more powerful for healing in all of my years looking astrologically, with Mars being retrograde, with the moon, and this lunar eclipse. And it's with Ketu. Ketu is the moksha karaka, which means spiritual liberation from this world. We have the power to tap in from the past with Mars retrograde, what it is that has been preventing ourselves from moving forward and having the life that we truly want and deserve. Mercury retrogrades that time for reflection, but this eclipse energy really gets into feelings. And another thing, because this is so powerfully emotional, because we have the solar eclipse with Rahu, Sun, and Mercury all in the sign of Cancer, this is a time that people will be out of control mentally. You're going to see more suicides. You're going to see more murders. You're going to see people fighting, killing, and out of control emotionally. So there is mental problems, dysfunctions. Please take this time to heal, because you're going to see even more deaths come about this month. Major powerful people in the world. It's all coming to an explosive, major eruption. But this is a time that mass consciousness can be very ignorant and be swayed by the media. Take your power back, because this is a time that world affairs is stirring things up the most. And this is a time that you can really gain insight into your core issues that will be healed this month, and the powerful healing that you will feel in September. So the political affairs right now are triggers to our inner being. It's a reflection of deep core issues within us. And please try not to be controlled by the media. But let me close with something very important that I want everyone to be aware of. There is something that happened recently in July that was so powerful, and I believe this is all occurring because of Jupiter's trine to Neptune. And it was July 8th when there was a grand trine between the Sun, Jupiter and Neptune. That was the day that the soccer team, the young boys in Thailand, were released from the caves. This was an amazing, incredible example of heroism, of heroes, of people that gave up their life to save others. What an incredible deal that was. And the reason why I believe it turned out the way it was first of all, the coach was a monk, and he was able to really train the boys on how to survive through tapping into their spiritual essence. And you know there's many movie producers that were there on the site already taking notes to make this into a movie that will really exemplify the most beautiful example of the human spirit and how we have the power to heal and the power to help one another and heal the world. Another very interesting thing on that day, July 8th, well, it was July 10th at Jupiter Station. Jupiter stood still to go direct, so this was such a powerful, powerful time. And from this, we can gain some of the greatest, most glorious insights about the world, about our lives, because this example of healing and how powerful the human spirit really is, and how we can really come together to heal and help one another. And as I said before in my predictions, that when Jupiter and Neptune trine, there will be some beautiful movies that help move the soul and consciousness of our planet to heal and make the betterment of humanity for the future. So this is a month that is the greatest opportunity and time for healing that we've ever had in a lifetime. And you can tap into this power, because what this power really does boil down to is love. As I said before, the power that heals all is love. And I mean unconditional love. And that was exemplified, I think, in this beautiful story about the soccer team, the coach, and the Navy SEALs who gave up their life to save others. This is heroism, and this is what humanity and the goodness of the human soul and spirit is really about. So don't be entertained or detained by all of the negativity out there. Regain your consciousness and awareness and find that truth within you, which you will be able to exemplify and be a part of and experience the goodness of unconditional love. That will give you a sense of security back in your life, and that will bring what we're all seeking, happiness. Happiness. So with that, I'd like to close. And if you would like more information on me, go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. And if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university, which is universityofvedicastrology.com. I have a new class starting. New class, new group of people. Guess what day? September 13th. Very magical, mystical day. So if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, go to my website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Don't forget, come to my conference. I'd love to meet you. Dallas, October 5th through the 7th. futureofastrology.com. Thank you.